Welcome guys to another episode of My Subs Garage, and today we're going to talk about gearboxes. Okay, so as you guys know, I already have the engine in the stand. I have the gearbox ready to go into place, but we will approach how to assemble the gearbox in the car, and we will go with all the details on that. But first, we went and we already have our t-shirts. Okay, so these are the first ones that I made, are in black with the logo on the back. They became quite nice, and again, I'm not selling these, so this is only for fun as we have the logo already and just to work in the garage with a little bit of style. Okay, so excellent. So today we're going to talk as the clutch. I want to approach some subjects before we go ahead with the installation. And I bought the slave cylinder for a company called Polar Parts in the website. So I found these on the eBay, where I bought as well the hubs for the car as well. And usually the situation with the slave cylinders, you find those for around 100 and 130 euros. The whole set, also with the bearing attached, they come everything with the shipping and everything for 100 euros. So I believe it was a good deal in the end. Okay, so today I would like to just show you some situations. So as I said, the slave cylinder also was damaged on the Aero, and I need to buy another one. I believe if you guys can see, you will start to see that this is completely marked over here and also over here. So this situation usually happens if you are usually always with your foot in the clutch, just waiting for a sign to open, or if you do drag races, that you also stand to start, and you always making that you have the first gear on, but you always removing the clutch. If you do that quite often, these situations might happen. Okay, so in the end will be damaged, and also will cause some problems to the car. So make sure when you replace one of these, just spend and replace the bearing as well, because for extra 20 euros you just might have all this together. Okay, so the kit came with that. Comes with the rubber, I will show you installed already, and with the little rubber in the back for you to put in the seal. Another thing that I would like to recommend to you guys is, once you replace the slave cylinder, make sure that you replace the bolts that are in the slave cylinder. Sometimes, because they are so tight and with the heat of the engine and everything, when you're trying to remove them, they end up to cause some damage right on the bolt, sometimes just to take them out. So might as well you just replace the 3 of them for a new set of bolts, because will help you next time that you need to replace as well. Otherwise you will just put used bolts, and what might happen, when you are tightening them up, then you can damage the screw, and then for you to take them out there is a big problem. Okay, so let me show you guys how things are and how to put this in the gearbox, and we will go from there. See you in a bit. So here we are again. So as you see, I already put the new slave cylinder, and I also took the opportunity to paint the oil lines in black, so everything will be with a very nice shape in the other side of the gearbox. Make sure when you apply these 3 bolts over here, also Haynes and several manuals said for you to put some Loctite on the screws, because they tend to unscrew. Okay, so make sure when you put all that, just do it. Just for you to see in the outside, on the back of the slave cylinder looks like this. So this has this O-ring that you would fit over here. Okay, and then you just simply apply this over there, and you have the 3 screws that you put Loctite, and that's it. So I also put the brake oil lines, the hydraulic, where it works, the hydraulic lines. So now the next step is to put here on the bench the engine, and then start to put the flywheel, and also the clutch plate. Okay, very well. I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, again, so as we can see, I already removed the gearbox from the stand. Just start to put the engine over here on top of the table, and here's what we're gonna do next. So the next step is for us to start to install the flywheel. Okay, don't forget the marks. That also needs to match the pulley on the other side for the car to be with everything right on the marks. Okay, then we will put the clutch plate. Oh, before that, make sure that when you apply this, also you put some Loctite on the screws in order for they don't come out. We're gonna put the plates, and also then we're gonna install the clutch disc. Okay, so this is going to be the plan. Install the flywheel, put the plate, then we're going to put the disc as well, then we're going to grab the clutch, and if everything goes okay, in a couple of minutes you will see already the gearbox with everything installed. Okay guys, there you go. So as you see, I already have the flywheel attached to the engine. So the next step is to put the clutch disc and then the clutch plate and tighten everything together. Don't forget that the nuts that attach the flywheel to the engine should be they should have Loctite as well, and they should be tightened with 80 Newton meter torque. So don't forget this little detail, because the screws, like the other ones, might come loose. So make sure don't forget these, okay? And very well. Okay, so we have the flywheel, the disc, and the pressure plate already in place. The tight torque for the pressure plates, for the bolts for the pressure plates, is 22 Newton meter torque, and we will try to put the gearbox in place now. So, and there you go, guys. Okay, so as we can see, already have the clutch in place, so everything is okay now. I only just tied 4 screws, and the other ones will come when I assemble the rest of the engine, like the engine starter and the water pump and everything. So far I only tied 2 screws over here and 2 in the bottom to be just like in position, and then apart from that I will go, and when I install the rest, I will just go and tie the rest of the bolts and the nuts. Okay, all of this were done thanks also to this guy. So he came by also to help me because I had some problems on the 9.5, but I will approach that in the next video. But so far we have the engine of the Aero like this, and let's see. Okay, so see you guys for the next episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, swing by the Facebook page on My Sub Garage, give a like and subscribe this video. See you then. See you next time. Bye.